This heartfelt story explores Kathy's quiet addiction to perfection, the praise, the polish, the feeling of being beyond reproach. Perfection is her reward, her refuge, her drug. When the image she's built begins to crack, the story gently asks what remains when the mask slips. A Kristy Ella story. If you're the woman who always has it all together, the one everyone leans on because you never seem to crack, I have a confession that might finally let you take a deep breath too. For as long as I could remember, I wasn't just organized. I was performing. My days weren't lived, they were scheduled. Every minute was accounted for in this planner, and if a moment wasn't beautiful or productive, I felt like it didn't belong in my life. I was terrified that if I stopped for even a second, if I admitted I was tired or lonely, the whole structure would collapse. I had become so good at being fine that I forgot how to be real. I was a hollow shell, surrounded by people, but completely alone in my perfection. I am Kathy, and at 48, I had turned composure into an Olympic sport. I lived by a strict unwritten code, never let them see the mess. My kitchen counters were always clear, my emails were answered within the hour, and I was the one everyone called when they needed a put-together volunteer. I remember the physical weight of it. Before a dinner party, I wouldn't just clean, I would curate. I'd hide the mail, polish the baseboards, and spend 3 hours on a centerpiece just to hear someone say, "I don't know how you do it all." That phrase was my true drug. It validated the exhaustion. But inside, I was a hollow shell. I was terrified that if I stopped for a second, if I admitted I was tired or bored or lonely, the whole structure would collapse. I treated my life like a high-end showroom, but I was the only one who wasn't allowed to sit on the furniture. I had become so good at being fine that I forgot how to be real. I was surrounded by people, but I was completely alone in my perfection. On this particular afternoon, I was feeling extremely tired. In fact, I felt downright depressed and lonely. I wasn't really prepared for this last-minute gathering. My home was always chosen as the social gathering because everyone knew it was always spotless, even with short notice. But that was me, so I agreed and would spend the 5 hours prior living up to their expectations. In the next chapter, I'm going to share the exact moment I made a mistake. That little mistake finally cracked my shield, and why it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I'll see you then.